If you're wondering what labs you should be getting done, if you're struggling with losing weight, keep watching, because in this video, we're going to be going over different labs to help you uncover the root cause of why you are struggling to lose weight. All right, let's start a little weird, okay? If you're new to the YouTube channel, I love answering all the tough questions and getting down into the root cause and the nitty-gritty of things. The first test I want to bring up is a stool test. And I know you might be like, why the heck would I want to look at stool if I'm having trouble losing weight? Well, science is still uncovering what the microbiome actually does and what it can do. And to be honest, I feel like we fully haven't covered what it truly can do. But there is a connection between the metabolism and gut health, and certain imbalances that could be happening inside the gut also contribute to chronic inflammation, which can contribute to stubborn weight loss. Maybe certain food habits you have of sugar cravings. Maybe it's a parasite that's creating those sugar cravings, and maybe it's focusing on that, and those sugar cravings would be reduced. Therefore, you'll be eating better foods. So there's all different types of roads you can go down with the stool test, but it's a really great foundational test in functional medicine. Now, it also has an enzyme that can show you if you are reabsorbing certain hormones and certain toxins trying to leave the body, and that in itself can give you a little insight on detoxification, and that's huge for weight loss. Before you get all geeked out, a stool test might be the option for you. And honestly, if you've never done one, I always recommend doing it, because again, the stool test is the foundation to so many other issues inside of our body. So stool testing for the win. Number 2 is going to be a full thyroid panel. Now, not just TSH, but also including total T4, free T4, total T3, free T3, thyroid antibodies. You want to really assess what the thyroid is doing. And just simply TSH, which is what a lot of doctors do, is not enough information. That is simply just your brain communicating to your thyroid and assuming that the feedback loop would be working, but that's not always the case. So a full thyroid panel is really important if you're struggling to lose weight, because the thyroid is the king of all kings for metabolism. It controls it. So when your thyroid is sluggish and hypothyroidism, weight gain is a part of it, as well as water retention, and so on and so on. So please make sure you are getting your thyroid accurately assessed by getting a full thyroid panel and not just getting TSH. And I will tell you, I would be a millionaire, not even having to make these YouTube videos, if I got a quarter every time I had someone come across our practice and say, I've gotten my thyroid assessed, my doctor said it was fine, and they literally only tested TSH. So don't assume, make sure that you look at the markers they are testing. I also recommend getting an in-depth panel of your blood sugar. You know, we are used to getting A1C and glucose checked. Okay, cool. But there's still so much. You can check insulin or C-peptide. This will accurately assess blood sugar balance, because I find that insulin creeps up very, very silently. You don't even know it. Symptoms don't even show it before it actually negatively affects your glucose, where it starts to be concerning. Insulin is a very, very silent marker, and it's important to assess this because insulin is our fat storage hormone. And so that you can grasp where insulin resistance could be slightly increasing, and you can catch it ahead of time. So make sure you are accurately assessing blood sugar and not just relying on A1C and glucose. The other test that I highly recommend is a micronutrient test. This is really important because you want to make sure that you are testing all your vitamins and minerals and amino acids inside the body to ensure that your cells have what they need to work. Because remember, every cellular pathway is reliant on these. And if they don't have the very foundational building blocks, nothing will be able to work correctly. So checking in on deficiencies is going to be key to not just weight loss, but optimal health in general. So we love a full panel micronutrient test. Now, I also want to go a little woo-woo here, and I say woo-woo because if you are new to the functional medicine field, this type of healthcare, you might look at me and be like, okay, this girl's crazy. But there's a lot of research behind it, and it needs to be talked about more. Because there's certain toxins that are called obesogens that can affect the way we manage weight, metabolism, just our detoxification system, every part of our body. Certain toxins can impact that. And so testing the certain toxins in the body, phthalates, parabens, BPA, different pesticides, volatile compounds, organic compounds, you name it. I think it's really important to assess these things of what you're being exposed to and what your body, what's moving through the body. So potentially getting mold tested, environmental toxins, these can all complete the picture. Because, right, we're aiming for a holistic picture of why you're struggling with stubborn weight loss. And this could be a piece of the puzzle, so to speak. So testing environmental toxins and mold can also be that for you. And last but not least, we have our hormone testing. Maybe you have certain hormonal imbalances that are impacting weight loss. This can be estrogen dominance. This can be too low of hormones. There's a variety of different things that could be happening in your hormones that are impacting the way you lose weight. But I keep this for last because while it is so important, a lot of the times sex hormones are estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. There's really something else going on more. So you don't want to always jump right into hormones because if you do have estrogen dominance, you got to take a step back and say, okay, well, why is this occurring? Am I reabsorbing it? What's my gut look like? Am I being exposed to it through certain toxins? So there's usually always something more to the picture than just, oh, I have too much estrogen. So while it's important, I love testing hormones. I test mine every year. Make sure you are just not skipping right into that because there could be more to the story. And then adrenals is also a big thing here too. When we test sex hormones, we also test adrenals. And when you're testing adrenals, we're looking at your stress hormone, which 100% can cause issues with weight. So as you can see here in our practice, we take a look very holistically at all aspects of the body and trying to uncover and help you what is going on. Why are you struggling to lose weight? We have a link in the description below. If you want to go ahead and book a free call with us, we can walk you through what our game plan for you would be. We don't always like to just jump into 20 different lab tests. We usually take it step by step of importance as we learn about your history, which is why we recommend booking a call with us first. Just see, one, if we're a good fit, and two, let's create a game plan. So I'll see you then.